It's a rivalry that defines the sport. One that everyone points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. Welcome to the Big House, Michigan Stadium. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. The Buckeyes headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Stepping to the right. Gets rid of it. Right side, it's Marshall. Gets away from one. He's got space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And, man, it's nice to have a running back that you can do that. 3rd and inches, you're thinking run as it is, but you're not getting to the running back that way. He sneaks out of the backfield, throws him the football. He does the rest, picks up the big 1st down.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Making the adjustment on the play. Underwood. Left side, it's Reynolds. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
Runs through a tackle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Makes the grab past the marker. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And they talked about it coming into this game, guys. They were going to be aggressive. They had an opportunity. Could have kicked a field goal? Absolutely not. Hammer down. They stay aggressive, and they strike first in this football game.
And they did tack on the extra point. And here's the return. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a gap. It's Cross. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Breaks through, it's Rodgers. He's got the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll give it to him again. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punch this.
Unleashes one deep. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State. The extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things up with a dart from 24 yards out. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries with great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are 2 teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the 2 teams. Late in the year, it always mattered. You go back to 2006, #1 versus...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. It's complete to the left. They get. get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down.
really good job by the defense, understanding third down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a fourth down.
Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. St. Clair hauls it in. He's loose down the left side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll run it. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Play action with Underwood. It's complete to the right. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. To the back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Right back to the well. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all fourth downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter fourth down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense might have to take this opportunity to be aggressive.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. And they get him down short of the first marker. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Grabs it, and he will score! Touchdown, Buckeye!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. They'll leave it with the lone back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Here's Underwood to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
And that's a nice run by the running back. And I tell you what, man, these rivalry games, a lot of times they're decided by who can run the football, who can exert their will, be more physical, because there's so much emotion that goes into it. And going back to last year.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Here comes the heat. And they got it.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And you can't get it all back in one play, but I really like that second down, man. I mean, that's a big positive chunk. You sneak the run in. They weren't thinking about the run. They were thinking pass after that disaster of first down, what it was. So you kind of make this a little bit more manageable, easier play call now on third down.
Under pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Looks it in. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Making the adjustment. Throwing. Underwood. Makes the grab. Shakes a man and he might take off. Smashes through the tackle. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Buying a little time to his left. He's got it way down the field. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Bunch formation for these receivers. St. Clair throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. Running inside the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And backed up, first and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Extra point here will tie the game.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Delayed handoff, it's Jackson. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. They give it to him again. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Looking for a productive play on first down. throwing, St. Clair. Lets it go. Out wide right, it's Cross. Snags it and he's open. Touchdown, Ohio State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He's changing the play. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Pulls it in. It's Marsh. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Got him quickly. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Wolverines will have it first and 10. Again, it's Underwood. Look out! And down he goes. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Underwood. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback changing the play. Underwood in the gun on third down. They were trying to work the outside, and he played that perfectly and almost got the pick. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Cuts it upfield. It's Jackson. Got enough for the first down. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. And we begin with a look at Miami University, taking on the number 23 team, taking on the Buffalo Bulls.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Lowers those pads, and he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, the running back has it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Here's Underwood to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Third and long coming up. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Coming out with it, it's Cross. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the...
Wide open on the right. At the 30. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. Going to the run, it's Jackson. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is a type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. To the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Tavian on the play action. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB, nowhere to go with the football.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Now here's Tavian St. Clair. And they fail to hook up on third down.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting, and if they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Bust through behind his pad. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's fourth down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Changing the routes with his receivers. Fourth down, Underwood. intercepted. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They'll try the left side. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Tavian St. Clair gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And that one's incomplete. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Finds space. It's Jackson. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. St. Clair to throw for it on 4th. They're working that left side. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They're all over it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Still 2nd down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. St. Clair. He uncorks one deep. Snags it. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. A 1st down run in the red zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeye! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I often say the best offenses in college football are the ones that can run the football down in the red zone, but it's not just conventional runs. It's getting the reverse going as well. Why not get one of your best playmakers the football here in the green area and let him go? Nice job getting the pitch, using his speed, scoring a touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. From deep, it's Stewart. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. From the gun. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention for the Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
Out wide left, it's Buchanan. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. And maybe the way things are unfolding, we are set up for a classic finish as we get underway here in the fourth. Throwing, Underwood. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Moving the pocket, it's Underwood. Back's got it on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
From the gun on third down, St. Clair. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. So here comes the Michigan offense. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Making the adjustment on the play. Underwood moves to his right. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. This time it's complete. At the 45 on its way. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Finds the tight end. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback.
And he's in, pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines!
Man, how nice is it to be down and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back and he can make big plays like that? Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back into the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit whole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation if they're expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on a screen.
Second and long here. Follows his blocks. It's Jackson. He's got enough. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And target coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
They go play action with St. Clair. The throw. He's got an open man. Quick step and go. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Quick give. It's Cross. At the 40, there he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. At the 20, he's got space. Turning it on. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. Deep in the end zone, it's Stewart. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. Right side, it's Reynolds. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
Yeah, and you're just running at a time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down, late in the game, I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that and make us miss. But you want to keep throwing those little dink and dunk throws? Have at it, because if you keep doing that, we're going to win the game.
Here's Underwood to throw. Rush right in his face. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Long way to go on second down. Underwood on the play action. Takes a hit as he fires. Couldn't set his feet.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Throwing, Underwood, blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Bryce Underwood to the air again. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Got it down the field. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. That false start changes your mindset. Now you're 2nd and long, 9 yards to go. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Sends it back in motion. Underwood. Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Has it. They will score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And he makes the extra point. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Who could ask for anything more? Coming down the gut of the game, and maybe one of those moments that will be etched in the annals of this rivalry forever.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. Now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. On the delay, it's Cross. He gets it inside the 40, but he'll be stopped at the 39. Not quite enough to move the sticks, and it's fourth down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. Fourth down, St. Clair. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
And this offense stays aggressive, and listen, everybody likes it when it works. But now you are leaning on your defense, and this thing just got interesting.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Making the adjustment. Here's Underwood to throw. Out wide right, it's Reynolds. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
And this offense is going to have to do more of this, right? They're going to have to be aggressive, attack the sidelines. They're going to need some big plays, trailing late in this football game, but they've also got to be smart and be mindful of the clock.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Throwing, Underwood. Rushes on. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Again, it's Underwood. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Man, and that hurts because that incompletion now, you can't pick up that extra yards to maybe tie the game with a field goal. So, decision time. How much do you trust your kicker on a really long field goal attempt, or do you want to try to go for this and you feel comfortable trying to go get a W?
And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. And he tried to muscle up on that one and just hooked it. Never had a chance to the left. The game may be the best rivalry in college football, and this year, the Buckeyes will hold the bragging rights. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.